I don't care if you believe that Palestinians are indigenous to the land of Palestine. That does not mean they get to have their own country within the current country of Israel. Let me explain. Almost every single country in the world was conquered. Canada was colonized by the French and British. The land was taken from the native Inuits and Métis. In no way, shape, or form are the Inuits allowed to create their own country within Canada because they were indigenous. Australia was colonized by the British, and the land was taken from the indigenous Aboriginals. Are they allowed to have their own country within Australia? Southern Australia is now going to be a new country because they were indigenous. No, that is not the way the world works. In 1948, the Jews fought a war against the Arabs and Palestinians on the land. The Jews won that war. I don't care that we were indigenous. I don't care that Palestinians were indigenous. It is our land. It is now a country. No other country in the world is expected to separate part of their country and give it to the indigenous people. No, but somehow that argument makes sense for all of you morons. It doesn't make sense for the US, it doesn't make sense for Mexico, it doesn't make sense for Canada, it doesn't make sense for Australia, and it definitely doesn't make sense for Israel. It's unbelievable how much Jew hatred blinds people into demanding things of Israel that they would never demand of another country.
You say Palestinians can't have a state because they lost the war. Fine. But then they should be full, equal citizens of the state that replaced theirs. That's what countries you mentioned, Canada, Australia, the US, eventually did. Equal rights and voting for indigenous people. The Inuit vote in Canada. Aboriginal Australians vote. Native Americans vote. They aren't locked behind walls, denied medicine, and bombed in refugee camps. Palestinians are. And no, those countries didn't ban indigenous people from returning to their lands. Israel does, even when Palestinians still have the keys and the deeds. So if you're against a separate Palestinian state, fine. But then let them live in Israel with full rights, the vote, and the right to come home. Because what you're defending isn't democracy, it's domination.